morning, Illini, and happy spring break. It's Friday, March 16th, and we are so glad you could join us.
On today's episode, we talked to a member of the UI Boxing Club who is preparing for their tournament this weekend.
Also, members of the upcoming Heathers the Musical will be in studio to get us pumped for the show.
And are you ready for spring break? We found some Illini who have been hitting the arc for weeks to prepare.
So let's get things started.
Good morning, Illini.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Marissa Sulik.
And I'm Rebecca Wood. Marissa, do you got any special plans for spring break?
I actually am going to Gulf Shores with some friends. I leave Monday.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
It'll be good. How about you?
I'm going to DC with my mom, so that's a fun, casual little thing. And then we're going to see my grandma in Philadelphia on the way back.
Nice.
So
got to see grandma over break.
Oh.
I have to take my grandma to the Apple store sometime
Oh
this
my
weekend
gosh,
to help her with
perfect.
her iPad. So
yeah. As most people do.
She's watching right now. So
shout out grandma.
See you tomorrow, grandma. Well, we have plenty on the show for you today. We like to start out the morning with our daily chat. Our friends at the Daily Illini have covered plenty throughout the week.
Yes, so we're going to take a moment and talk about the 3 of the top stories happening on campus this week. So first we have that Wednesday was National Student Walkout Day to protest gun violence and student safety. And students here at Urbana-Champaign actually also participated.
Right, and I saw my high school participate as well. And I think it's amazing that high schoolers are still taking action on this after a month. I can't believe it's been a month since Parkland.
I know. Doesn't it feel like just like a few weeks ago?
It really does.
I think that though they're not gonna stop till some policy change happens. People are very adamant about this.
Yes, they definitely are. I agree.
Yes.
And then second, the U of I celebrates Women's History Month, and a lot of different RSOs are doing something special.
So I heard that you participated.
Right, okay.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, a couple of my friends and I, we started this thing called the 100 Days of Women Project, where we showcase one woman each day for 100 days on campus who's doing something impactful. And we were actually filming on the quad the other day just to make a video for this month, and we were asking people to name a woman that inspires them and why. And it was amazing, like, more than half of the people we asked were like, oh, I don't know anyone.
Really?
You don't know anyone, like your mom, your grandma,
oh, come
your
on,
aunt.
a friend, literally any woman.
Yeah,
seriously.
literally anyone. But there was also some really good responses.
Yeah,
like
what do you
Sandra
get?
Day O'Connor, Serena Williams, Harriet Tubman, like
that's
some
pretty
really
good for on the spot.
I
feel like that's difficult on the spot. So that's pretty good.
And I literally put them on the spot. So
yeah, exactly. On camera. So third, we have that the College of Engineering is creating the world's first engineering-based medical school.
And this was an article you wrote, am I right?
Yes, actually it was. So I actually got to talk to the engineering professors and a professor in chemistry, and they are so excited about this engineering-based College of Medicine, which is so cool because we're the first to ever have this kind of engineering school. And so far, I believe that they've accepted 32 students out of over 1,000 that have applied, so being very selective, and it's fully funded. So all these people have full scholarships to our College of Medicine so far.
Wow, that's awesome. And it makes sense to have it start here at Illinois, which I think is really cool, one of the top engineering programs. Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
thank you to our friends at the Daily Illini, and for more on these stories and others, go to www.dailyillini.com. So March Madness has officially started. Woo. As of yesterday. Rebecca, did you make a bracket at all?
So I did. But it's not exactly your. I don't really look at the stats.
What's your method? What's your method?
Yeah. So I don't really look at the stats because I feel like that's not important. I think that I base a lot of mine on colors, but I also I like the underdogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of just go for whatever I'm feeling. It's a big
It's like a 1 in 1 billionth chance of you getting a perfect bracket. So
exactly. So you might as well just have a little fun with it.
Literally.
Did you make a bracket?
No.
No.
I always tell myself I will, and then I always think of something else and get sidetracked. So.
I think it's never too late. I know people disagree, but more for yourself.
Right, right. So luckily we have GMI's James Boyd here to teach us a little bit about the NCAA tournament. Last week he gave us the best moments, but this week let's hear about some of the worst. James?
March Madness is officially here, and yes, my bracket is already busted. But keeping with last week's theme, here are my top 5 worst NCAA tournament moments. Kicking off my list is Wisconsin stunning Kentucky in the 2015 Final Four. The Wildcats were 38-0 before the Badgers ruined their perfect season.
The Badgers are going to do it, Mike. They're going to pull this off. 38 and done. They're going to knock off undefeated Kentucky.
Oh, don't you feel bad for the Kentucky fans, Wayne?
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit.
Coming in at number 4 is Butler's 2-point loss to Duke in the 2010 NCAA Championship. Gordon Hayward almost pulled off one of the greatest shots in tournament history, but it just wasn't meant to be.
Butler has no timeouts.
So they would hope that Zubek makes this.
Not going to try. It's Hayward pulling it down, getting around Zubek. At midcourt, launches the shot. Oh, it almost went in! Almost went in, and Duke is the king of the dance, 2010.
Sitting at number 3 is Memphis' overtime loss to Kansas in 2008. The Tigers missed crucial free throws down the stretch, costing my boy Derrick Rose a national title.
Overtime to North Carolina, 54-53.
2 shots here, and that was reviewed and taken away off the Rose shot again.
He backed off as well.
Wow.
Stayed with that one.
Kansas has made only 2 threes on the night. They must make one here to extend the game. Collins driving, almost lost the handle. Chalmers for the tie. Got it with 2 seconds.
At number 2, I have North Carolina's last-second victory over Georgetown in the 1982 National Championship. Everyone remembers MJ's game-winning jumper, but no one remembers Fred Brown's terrible turnover on the other end.
The tie, 18. Shot, Jordan, Michael Jordan, 14 seconds. Fred Brown.
Look for Sleepy Floyd.
Oh, he threw it to the wrong man. He threw it to Worthy.
It's over. It's over.
Rounding out my top 5 is none other than Chris Webber's infamous timeout that was, but actually wasn't. To put it simply, his lack of composure in the final moments of the 1993 Final Four is one of the biggest choke jobs in sports history.
It was noted and established and discussed that we didn't have any timeouts.
Webber brings it into the front court. They have no timeouts remaining.
Oh, he causes too many timeouts. That's a technical foul.
He called a timeout. Michigan doesn't have any.
They're out of timeouts. 2 shots in possession of the ball.
Dean Smith, 8 seconds away from a second national championship. The Fab Five comes up short again. There you have it. North Carolina is the 1993 national champion.
That's all I have for my top 5 worst NCAA tournament moments. As for this year, I hope the players use their heads, and of course, I'll be rooting against Duke.
Thanks, James. Can't wait to see you outside soon with our live weather update.
From basketball to boxing, we have to mention the Intercollegiate Boxing Association's national championships that are coming up this week at the Arc.
Yes, this is a huge event. 170 athletes will be participating. We caught up with the vice president of the U of I Boxing Club, Alan Castellan, to get a glimpse of what the tournament will be like.
This weekend we're hosting UCBA 2018 National Tournament. The preparation was a lot. There was a lot to do. We had to talk with not only the location of the venue, but we had to communicate with our doctors and try to get volunteers going. Really just make sure that all the material is here when it needs to be. Organizational things like that. Lighting is another thing. We want to provide lighting for the event. Getting rings here and on time. I hope they see fireworks. I hope they have a lot of fun. I hope that they see some competitive boxing and they can really see how far boxing has come in the college setting. Boxing happened in the 60s. It stopped, for the past 40 or 50 years. It's just now making a comeback, and this is actually the year that had the most people sign up to compete this year. It's a great joy. It's a great feeling. We're the people that we're the less than 1% who has the guts to go inside a ring and be willing to be hit in the face and still come out of it smiling. Leading up to the event is a combination of anxiety, fear, but just joy. It does get a bit nervous, being up on the ring, but once you're in it, you're in the zone. And so, for those for those 6 total minutes that you're in the ring, you just focus and you just remember your training. After it's finished, it's actually a sad feeling because the 10 minutes, they're gone just like that. We've been working pretty hard with organization and training and losing weight. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That seemed super emotional but motivating at the same time. So that will be this weekend at the Arc.
Yeah, that's really exciting. People who are staying should definitely check that out.
Definitely.
That's awesome.
Boxing's such a hard workout.
Oh, I know.
Gotta
We
give
should
them
take
some
it up.
credit.
We should take it up. Well, good luck to the U of I Boxing Club. They will compete this Friday to Sunday at 5 p.m. in the Arc East Gym.
A different kind of tournament has been happening in Champaign, but this one doesn't involve getting hit in the face. A spelling bee. So, Rebecca, when's the last time you've been in a spelling bee?
You know, honestly, I think it was like grade school preliminary rounds, like classroom, wasn't even in it. Shout out Alma Mater, Immaculate Conception grade school, you know. But you were you in one?
I was in one in 2nd grade, and I got out first round because I didn't spell the word bagel.
Girl.
And I spelled it B-A-G-L-E instead of E-L.
Bagel.
Bagel.
Okay,
I don't know.
I think some people say it.
Right?
Bagel.
Something like that.
So I'm not surprised. Well, we caught up with a spelling bee in Champaign made especially for adults.
G-E-I-S-H-A. Geisha.
Stuart Levy outlasted the competition for the title of Spelling Bee champion. Levy won with the word aqueous.
E-S-C-E, acquiesce?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to be a good speller, and I wasn't sure whether I was now or not. But in any case, at least I wanted to see the spelling bee, so I might as well try out for it.
Event organizers were inspired by an adult spelling bee they heard about at an American Library Association conference last year. Rachel Valinga works as a children's librarian, and she served as a judge during the event.
We went to a program called program speed dating, where you learned about all different programs. So another library had done an adult spelling bee, and we thought that sounded really fun, so we decided to do the same.
Parishioner is one of the inhabitants of a parish.
Levy said that he always enjoyed spelling growing up. However, he was rather humble about his victory.
Everybody so much who's participating. We're going to move on to a little bit harder words now.
I didn't expect to win, and if things had been arranged differently, I would not have been anything close to winning.
There's an expectation that the event will continue on a yearly basis.
So we apologize. This actually happened in Urbana and not Champaign, so just want to clarify that.
Close. So every week we like to highlight someone on campus doing something special. We call it Who Am I?
This week, meet a sign linguist who mixes her love for sign language and love for sports.
Hi, my name is Julia Marks, and 2 passions of mine are sports and American Sign Language. Today, I'll teach you some of my favorite sports.
Basketball, baseball, football. I watch football. Hockey.
Ever since I was younger, I've gone to a lot of sporting events with friends and family. I've been involved with sports my whole life, whether I was playing or watching. It's such a nice way to connect with others, and especially with my dad, who loves sports and passed his passion down to me. I love the camaraderie that comes with being a sports fan and player. The pride I feel is a shared understanding with those around me. American Sign Language has been in my life for 6 years now. Learning it was a way to break out of my comfort zone and understand a human culture that was different than my own. I absolutely love teaching people about the language and culture and being an advocate for the deaf community like I am a sports fan.
Here's a clip of me signing That's What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction in a foreign language song competition.
My passion is a human connection on multiple levels.
So Rebecca, do you know any sign language at all?
Actually, I can't. I can sign my name.
Oh.
So, okay, you know what? I'll show you later. It's too much. It's too much to do. So,
moving on. The weather was beautiful yesterday, so it's time for everyone to start leaving Champaign for spring break.
Today, we have James Boyd outside again to give us our live weather update. James, how is it out there?
It is extremely cold outside. I won't even lie to you. Obviously, it's spring break, but I don't think Mother Nature is pretty nice to us. So just make sure you got a coat if you're not going out of town for spring break. And coming up, we'll have it'll be 45 on Friday and 44 on Saturday and 54 on Sunday, so a little warmer on Sunday. And then coming up, we have a pretty cool piece on Illini-thon. Have some people that are involved with it, and they're doing some pretty big things for some special kids. Check it out.
Thanks, James. We will be taking a quick break, but up next,
members from Illini Student Musicals will be here to talk about their show Heathers coming up in April.
And later, GMI's Demi Ramirez went to the Arc to find out if students are really getting fit for spring break.
Don't ignore the subtext. It's on us to intervene in sexual assault. Because we can. Take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch.
Honey, what you waiting for? Welcome to my candy store. Time for you to prove you're not a loser anymore. Let's step into my candy.
Welcome to the studio today. It's a pleasure to have you guys. So we have Keaton Hellman and Jake Fava here from Heathers, the musical. So can you guys tell me a little bit about the musical and Illinois musicals in general?
Yeah, so Illini Student Musicals, we're a registered student organization on campus. We do a couple of main stage shows a year, so one a semester, and those are completely put on by students. So the cast, the directorial staff, which is us, the tech crew, everything.
Awesome. So why Heathers?
Well, there are a few reasons. Heathers, of course, started out as a teen movie in the 1980s, and then in 2014 it was rewritten as a musical.
Okay.
So it's a dark comedy that can entertain multiple generations. And one of the more prominent factors of why we chose to do it was that it's a female-led show. Of the 9 lead characters, 6 of them are women, and each of them have their own song and their own storyline that they get to explore throughout the whole show.
So tell me about this. So you do talk about some dark subjects like suicide and bullying. How do you put a comical spin on something like that?
I usually like to use the metaphor of like a cupcake. You have your base that can sometimes be a little dry, but then you can sugarcoat it with some frosting and sprinkles, and then when you eat it, you have a mix of both, so nothing's too overpowering. And we take the same approach. We want to acknowledge the darker aspects of the show and take it seriously and respect that, but we also want to sparkle in some comedy and some fun with it so that the audience can be entertained.
Right. Okay, and what's your favorite part about Heathers, both of you?
I mean, the score is amazing. Does a fantastic job of weaving in that synth-heavy 80s pop feel with more contemporary musical theater. So there's a few moments in the show that'll just come out of nowhere and blow you away.
Absolutely.
And how's the preparation going? You guys feel ready? Everything coming together?
You know, we still got a few weeks, a couple weeks, or something like that.
Hopefully.
But the cast is phenomenal. They're super dedicated, super passionate, and talented individuals, and we're super proud of them every day.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. We wish you guys a luck and break a leg. So we're going to talk about how Heathers is also at Lincoln Hall Theater on April 6th at 7:30 p.m. and also April 7th at 2 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. So Rebecca, back to you.
Thank you. That looks great. I'm super excited. I have been meaning to see a show for a while, so I really hope this is the one I get to see. For those of you, though, who are stuck in Champaign this spring break, we've got you covered. GMI Sammy St. Ledger and Maddie Rice created some alternatives to spring break with their own Champaign staycation.
Good morning, Illini. If you're stuck in Champaign for spring break, don't be too down. There's tons of things to do for you around campus for your staycation, like... We've heard you like walks on the beach, but how about a beautiful walk around the Arboretum? Don't let spring's delay fool you. The cherry blossoms are in full bloom. And right after that, you can check out the Japan House. If you're jealous of all your friends checking out art museums in New York City or Europe, don't fret. You can still visit several museums in Champaign. Check out the Swahili Art Across the World exhibit at Crater Art Museum or the Artifact Encounters at Spurlock. Upset you won't be blasting music and partying on the beaches of Cabo or the Gulf Shores? Come check out Blasting Music and Partying at the Canopy Club during their open mic nights. Trying to dance your pants off? Take a break from camps and hit up the dance floor at the Craner Center for the Performing Arts. It will be hosting American College Dance Association concerts all week. Want your fill of sports while you're here? Men's gymnastics, baseball, softball, and men's tennis all have games during this break. Missing the ocean? Why go to the ocean if you can go to the Boneyard Creek Riverwalk? Sure, it may be a little chilly and you won't get a tan, but close enough, right? Plus, if you're staying in Champaign, make sure you check the hours of your favorite stores and restaurants, as they may close early. Also, Cersei is closed all break until classes resume on March 26th, but the Arc will still be open until 9 every night. Even if you're stuck on campus, you can still make the best of your break. So get out there and enjoy the CU area.
Well, I always forget there's so many beautiful things to see here in Champaign.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like you can always find something, as we can see.
So keeping in the spring break spirit, GMI's Anaja Smith is here to help break down some ideas for what to do on spring break if you are leaving the beautiful Champaign area.
Good morning, Illini. If you're still struggling trying to figure out those spring break plans, well, don't worry. I have a hashtag spring break goals spring break list. Check it out.
First thing on the list is none other than taking a trip with a group of friends. Whether you are flying across the country or visiting a neighboring city, everyone should experience a friends trip. Trips like these are the epitome of you only live once, so you live while you are young. Camera-worthy moments and bonding is sure to be the core of your time away. If you are a little bit more on the conservative side and would rather keep the partying to a minimum, try going on an alternative spring break trip such as the Civil Rights Pilgrimage. CRP is a trip the university hosts each year for students eager to learn more about historical figures. No matter how close or far it is, going back home during break isn't as bad as it sounds. This gives you the opportunity to catch up with old friends, spend time with family, rest a little, and eat some home-cooked meals. Who would want to miss out on grandma's cooking? Not me! I hope this list of hashtag spring break goals ideas has helped you decide what to do during your break. Whatever you decide, don't forget to have fun. Good morning, Illini.
Joining us now in the studio, we have Demi Ramirez.
So Demi, I heard you did something interesting at the Arc this week.
Yes, I did. So I noticed that the Arc has been packed, 2 weeks before spring break. So yesterday I stopped by the Arc to see how students are feeling, if they're feeling fit for spring break. So let's get ready, Illini. I have a question.
Good morning, Illini. I'm Demi Ramirez, and I'm here at the Arc asking people what they have planned for spring break, and if they have their spring break body ready. What do you have planned for spring break?
I'm going to South Beach.
South Beach, are you going by yourself?
I'm not. I'm going with the squad. My boys. Shout out D-Ray,
Michael, Joe. I will be in Jamaica from Sunday to Thursday, then I come back out here.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Honestly, these are my plans for spring break. I'm on spring break right now, Marquette, you know,
So you don't
visiting
even
the boys.
go here.
I mean, no, I would if I could, but
What are your plans?
We're going to California.
Callie?
Yeah, she's coming home with me.
So have you and squad been trying to get your spring break body ready?
Genetics, it's already there. I mean, a little something. A little something.
Show us a little muscle.
I gotta take the jacket off.
Just a little preview.
I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Oh, okay.
honestly, I've been kind of cutting. I've been losing some weight, so I mean, kind of, I guess, in a way.
Have your spring break body ready?
I hope so. I don't know.
I don't think so, not yet.
Not yet.
Almost
So
there though.
We've been trying, but
it'll be more like a summer body then.
yeah, we're going for that.
Arm muscle, there we go. Definitely ready for spring break. Yes.
Going to Scottsdale, Arizona. My buddy lives there.
A little something, you know what I'm saying? I try not, you know, I try, you know, healthy mind, healthy body.
You say your body is in shape for spring break?
That's why I'm here. I'm like still working on it, but you know, I feel like I'm getting there.
You guys are definitely ready for California, hitting the beaches. He's definitely ready.
A little bit, you know, it's more lean.
Yeah, some
I got the
guns.
guns kind of. It was a late
We
day
have
today.
to do it right. We can't just.
Yeah, we gotta do it right.
Oh.
All right.
You got the veins.
I like it. I like it.
All right. Good morning, Illini.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Everyone's just trying to get in those last-minute workouts before
Oh.
spring break. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's been packed. The
It's
arc,
been
that's
super
for
packed,
sure.
yeah. Well, I know the
That's so
weather
funny.
still isn't like those hot spring break spots here in Champaign, but let's check back in with James for an update.
It's so cold out here, y'all. Like, I don't know why I signed up for this again. Obviously, it's spring break, but again, Mother Nature was not kind to me or us. So we'll take a look at the upcoming weather. Don't expect anything special if you're in Illinois. We got 45 today, 44 tomorrow on Saturday, and then 54 on Sunday. So it'll heat up a little bit. No snow, so that's a good thing. And yeah, I'm out here just freezing my butt off. As for Illini-thon, I know we talked about that earlier. We have some updates on their funding. They reached their goal, which is pretty cool. And again, it's always for a good cause, so who wouldn't want to see like what they're doing for the kids?
Well, today was our music therapy marathon, and it's officially past midnight, so music therapy marathon is over, and now we're about to reveal. What our final total was. Our goal was $30,000 because that's how much it costs to fund the whole year for music therapy at St. John's. So that's why we wanted to raise $30,000. Before we reveal anything, I just want to thank all our donors for making today possible, no matter what the number is that we reveal. And a special thanks to everyone who participated in today, whether you're just a general member, a member of our exec board, or a committee member. We can't do anything without you guys. So thank you so much, and let's see what we did.
Ooh, drum roll.
All right, let's go.
All that money was raised to the Children's Miracle Network and being sent to St. John's Hospital. I'm going to get back inside because it's cold. So back to you, Rebecca and Marissa.
Well, it looks that's awesome. They made $35,000 in one day, and they were doing some crazy things. Like
incredible.
one of my friends was cracking eggs on her head. Two
Yeah.
of my friends were having a hot dog eating contest, which I don't know. They were dipping hot dogs in water. It was just so gross.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I know, I hate those things, but that's so fun.
But
I
they
think
got
everyone's really getting into it.
$35,000. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for watching.
Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel for all things GMI.
We'll be back after spring break on Friday, March 30th at 9 a.m.
Make it a great day and
Good morning, Illini. High five. High five.